got tomatoes. I ain't never satisfied. I want the frim sauce that also fed Chef Fi on the side.
Hi, welcome to Robert's Mostyum Cooking Show. Today from beautiful Blowing Rock we have Storie Grille, Executive Chef Chuck Nelson and sous chef Andrew Long. Boy, is it good to have you fellas back here on the show.
It's good to be back. Thanks for having us, Robert.
You're very welcome, and it's so exciting. The dishes they're fixing today, one of them is being looked at by the Department of Agriculture here in North Carolina to be the top dish of the state.
Yes, sir.
I'll let Chef Chuck tell us about it.
Well, there's this is the second annual competition, and there's 3 different categories. There's chain restaurants, fine dining restaurants, and casual restaurants. And we're one of the top 5 finalists in the casual restaurant.
Great. Now, he's got what's called a drunken
pork chop.
We're going to fix that today for you. What else we got on the dish today?
Well, Andrew is going to do a curried shrimp with sauteed grit cake.
How exciting.
An appetizer, and then we're going to finish with an old-fashioned banana pudding.
Banana pudding, it's comfort food, it's drunken pork, it's right here, Storie Grille on Robert's Mostyum Cooking Show.
The Country Gourmet of Fosco is the place to find wonderful gifts and finest cookware. Dishes, silverware, candles, clocks, and many surprises. Even those hard-to-find items that you can't get anywhere else. Gifts for him, gifts for her, gifts for anyone who enjoys special things. For more than 30 years, the Country Gourmet has been a must-see stop in the high country, so don't miss it. Visit the Country Gourmet weekdays 10 to 5 and Sundays noon to 5. The Country Gourmet of Fosco, where kitchens meet creativity.
Visit Eric's in Banner Elk. It is the place for wine and specialty beers, of course, but you'll also find the best selection of domestic, imported, and artisanal cheeses in the high country. There are over 100 varieties to choose from, cut to order, so you can always taste before you buy. Eric's has pâté, spread, pesto, olives, nuts, special oils and vinegars, coffee, tea, fresh baked baguettes and cookies, jams, jellies, dessert sauces, plus an incredible assortment of chocolate bars. But service is really what Eric's is all about. Let their friendly staff help you find exactly what you're looking for. Eric's Cheese and Wine in Banner Elk.
First off, Andrew Long is going to fix curried shrimp and grits.
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell us about what that is.
What you have right here, you have the grits started. You use 4 parts of liquid to 1 part of grit. So we have a quart of cream in here, and we're going to bring that to a boil. We also have a sprig of fresh thyme, a sprig of fresh rosemary,
yes,
a little pinch of garlic, a little salt, a little fresh ground black pepper.
Okay.
So you're going to bring that to a boil.
All right. I've cranked the heat up here.
There we go.
Yeah. All right. So we got this going. You got fresh thyme.
That's right.
And you got heavy cream.
Heavy cream. You can use any kind of liquid. You can use stock is pretty nice. Milk. You can just use water if you'd like.
And you want to bring this to a boil?
We want to bring this to a boil. And when it is at a boil, we will add the grits.
All right.
Now, what we're making here is a grit cake. What you would do is chill your grits, lay them down in a cookie sheet or a sheet pan, chill them, and then cut them into squares, circles, whatever you want.
Kind of like you do with polenta.
Yeah, exactly.
The same idea.
Yeah, and we're going to take a chilled grit cake and just sear it and kind of warm it and kind of try to get a nice crust on it. And that's going to be the kind of center of our dish here.
Fabulous.
Right?
Yeah. Tell us about Storie Grille, the owners.
The owners, Bernie and Joan Keel, they've owned this restaurant. They opened it almost 7 years ago now.
Yes.
There you go.
I got a bowl.
Want to add our grits?
Add the grits, okay. So they've had the restaurant for a few years, and boy, did I catch that.
Nice job. We're going to add a cup of grits.
Oh, I'm going to, okay.
Bring it up.
Yeah.
And as soon as that's, there you go. Yeah. As soon as that's at a boil, you're going to turn it all the way down to low.
Okay.
And
all right.
I have some grit cakes already prepared.
You know, one of the things I've just noticed, when you're cooking in the kitchen with someone else, keep your eyes on what you're doing instead of looking at the other person in the eyes all the time.
That's crucial.
You gotta be focused.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and start the curry here.
All right, I got you. Now, a curry is an Indian dish with...
Yeah, mostly Indian. This is a more Indian version of curry. You also have your Thai curries, and but it's just a blend of a lot of very aromatic spices.
I love the aromatic.
There's a lot of coriander,
flavors.
cumin, cilantro, turmeric, garlic, ginger is key. What I'm going to use here today is a red curry paste.
Oh yes, I use that a lot.
It's very
I
good.
love that red curry paste. We're gonna put some.
I'm going to add some olive oil to
Yes.
this pan here.
Yeah, I'm stirring these grits away.
Stirring the grits.
Uh-huh.
Goes all the way on low.
I got it on low.
As long as you do want to keep a fairly constant stir on
Yes.
grits,
Yes.
especially when you're using dairy as your liquid.
I hear you. And I've got this on very low. My mom taught me about stirring. Be patient, son, she would tell me. Just be patient.
Nice.
Yes. You got the olive oil heating up.
Got the oil heating up.
And you're going to put in the curry paste.
Well, I'm going to start off with some
Oh.
julienne onions.
Oh, yeah.
I have some
That's the red onion.
fresh diced bell pepper. We have some yellow
Oh.
and some green in here.
Notice Chef Andrew here has everything prepared ahead of time. It's highly recommended, even in the home kitchen. It's called the mise en place. Be prepared.
And what that means is everything in its place and a place for everything.
Yes. And that way, when you're cooking, you got everything you need and you're
That's
ready
right.
to go. Yeah.
I also added some fresh asparagus tips.
Oh, nice.
And there's not really any need to blanch those ahead of time unless you have some really thick asparagus. But you want it to have a little bite to it, a little crunch. when
Yeah,
it's done
that
cooking.
pencil thin asparagus is very important, particularly in the kitchens today.
Yeah,
Yeah, cooks so quickly and is tender.
quick cooking. That's
Yeah.
what we're all
Oh,
about.
is that pretty?
I'm also going to add some
Look at
julienne
that.
carrots.
Oh, yeah. Julienne carrots. Now, julienne, of course, refers to the thin
Yeah, it's a thin cut.
slicing.
It's about usually about 1/8 of an inch by 2 inches long. Matchstick size.
Oh,
is
yeah.
a good way to
Julienne.
think of it.
Yes.
Now, I got these vegetables there about halfway done.
Oh, boy, those
So
pretty.
now I'm going to add the shrimp because that is not going to take very long.
Oh, yeah.
These are about a 1620 size shrimp.
1620 is a commercial code for the count.
That's how many shrimp are usually in a pound. So this would be about 16 to 20, about an ounce or slightly less.
Yeah. Oh, they do up quick, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So we're
Boy,
going
is
to add that.
pretty.
Going to go ahead and add some chopped garlic.
Oh, we love garlic.
You want to add that at the end so it doesn't burn.
Oh, yes. Yes,
And,
I understand that. You don't want the brown, the garlic whatsoever. You want to make
Yeah.
sure it's just barely heated,
Yeah.
so it's so pungent.
Slightly golden is okay. Anything other than that,
Yeah.
it's not going to
Too
work.
far, yeah. You like the fresh minced garlic. Putting in some S&P, like we like to call it in the
Sea
restaurant
salt,
business.
fresh ground pepper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy, is that pretty. And you serve this at lunch and dinner?
We serve this at dinner. This is an appetizer we serve.
Oh.
I'm going to use a little Storie Street Chardonnay here.
Okay, your own Chardonnay. You like that
We have our
white
own
wine
label
with
of
this
wine.
dish here? I think it's perfect. Oh, yeah. Yeah. The flavors that the wine adds to the dish, just fabulous.
Okay.
Storie Street wines. You'll want to go there and get those.
Now I'm going to go ahead and add about, this is about half to a whole teaspoon